Most of us, about 70% of the time, live in a protective state. We're in survival mode, constantly scanning our environment for potential threats. This state of stress is so ingrained in our daily lives that we often don't even realize it's happening. We're conditioned to anticipate negative outcomes, to worry about what could go wrong, and to prepare for the worst. This constant state of alertness not only drains our energy, but also limits our potential to experience true abundance. From an evolutionary perspective, living in a protective state has roots in our ancestors' need for survival. Early humans faced real, immediate threats from predators and environmental dangers. To stay alive, they developed a heightened sense of alertness, constantly scanning their surroundings for anything that might pose a threat. This survival mechanism was essential for avoiding danger and ensuring the continuation of the species. In the modern world, however, the nature of threats has changed. We are no longer constantly facing life-threatening dangers from the wild. Instead, our threats are more psychological and social: job stress, financial concerns, relationship issues, and societal pressures. Despite this shift, our bodies and minds still react as though these modern challenges are as immediate and life-threatening as those faced by our ancestors. This is why many of us remain in a constant state of heightened alertness and stress. When we perceive a threat, our body responds with a series of physiological changes known as the fight or flight response. This response is governed by the sympathetic nervous system and involves the release of stress hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare the body to either fight the threat or flee from it. They increase heart rate, elevate blood pressure, and boost energy supplies. In the short term, these changes can be beneficial. They enable us to react quickly to danger. However, when this response becomes chronic, when we are constantly in a state of stress, it can have detrimental effects on our health. Chronic stress can lead to a host of problems, including anxiety, depression, digestive issues, heart disease, sleep problems, weight gain, and memory and concentration impairment. Living in a protective state doesn't just affect us physically, it also takes a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. When we are in survival mode, our focus narrows. We become fixated on immediate concerns and potential threats, often at the expense of our long-term goals and overall happiness. This narrow focus limits our ability to think creatively and to see the bigger picture. It becomes harder to access the parts of our brain responsible for higher-order thinking, problem-solving, and emotional regulation. We become reactive rather than proactive, making decisions based on fear and anxiety rather than on our true desires and values. One of the reasons this protective state is so pervasive is because it operates largely at a subconscious level. Many of the fears and anxieties that keep us in survival mode are deeply ingrained from past experiences, societal conditioning, and even ancestral trauma. We may not be fully aware of these underlying fears, but they influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. For example, a person who grew up in a chaotic or unstable environment may have learned to constantly be on guard for potential threats. Even in adulthood, when they are no longer in that environment, their nervous system remains in a heightened state of alertness. They may react strongly to minor stressors, experience chronic anxiety, or have difficulty relaxing and feeling safe. Society and culture also play a significant role in perpetuating the protective state. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that the world is a dangerous place and that we must constantly strive to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Media, advertising, and social norms often reinforce these beliefs, emphasizing fear and competition rather than cooperation and trust. For men in particular, societal expectations can create additional pressures. Men are often taught to be providers, to succeed at all costs, and to avoid showing vulnerability. This can lead to a constant state of striving and stress as they feel they must always be on guard and in control. Opening the heart and embracing vulnerability can be seen as risky or weak, further entrenching them in survival mode. To break free from the protective state, we must first become aware of it. Awareness is the key to change. We need to recognize when we are in survival mode, understand the underlying fears and beliefs that keep us there, and develop strategies to shift our mindset and physiology. Practicing mindfulness can help us become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. By observing ourselves without judgment, we can start to identify the patterns of stress and fear that keep us in survival mode. Breath work and relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and other relaxation techniques can help calm the nervous system and reduce the physiological symptoms of stress. Regular practice of these techniques can create a sense of safety and relaxation in the body. Positive visualization. Visualizing positive outcomes and focusing on what we want rather than what we fear can help shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. This practice trains our brain to expect positive experiences and reduces the automatic anticipation of negative outcomes. Emotional expression and release. Allowing ourselves to feel and express our emotions is crucial for breaking free from the protective state. Bottled up emotions can keep us stuck in stress and fear. Finding healthy ways to express and release emotions, such as through journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or engaging in creative activities, can be liberating. Focusing on the positive aspects of our lives and practicing gratitude can shift our attention from what is wrong to what is right. This simple shift in focus can have profound effects on our mental and emotional well-being, opening us up to experience more joy and abundance. Building supportive relationships. Connecting with others who support and uplift us can help us feel safer and more secure. Positive social interactions activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and healing. Surrounding ourselves with supportive people can create a buffer against stress and reinforce our sense of safety. Learning to set boundaries and say no to what does not serve us is essential for protecting our well-being. By prioritizing our needs and values, we create a sense of control and autonomy that reduces stress and promotes a healthier state of being. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools we have for shifting from a protective state to a state of abundance. Through meditation, we can train our minds to focus on the present moment, quiet the constant chatter of fear and anxiety, and connect with a deeper sense of peace and well-being. There are many different forms of meditation, but they all share common elements: focused attention, relaxed breathing, and a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. Regular meditation practice can help rewire the brain, reducing the activity of the stress response and increasing the activity of areas associated with positive emotions and creativity. Another powerful practice for shifting states is heart-brain coherence. This involves synchronizing the rhythms of the heart and brain through techniques such as deep breathing and focusing on positive emotions. When the heart and brain are in coherence, it creates a state of balance and harmony that promotes optimal health and well-being. Heart-brain coherence can be achieved through simple practices such as heart focus breathing. Focus your attention on your heart and imagine breathing in and out through your heart. This helps to slow down your breathing and create a sense of calm. Cultivating positive emotions. Focus on feelings of gratitude, love, or appreciation while continuing to breathe through your heart. These positive emotions help to create coherence between the heart and brain. Rewriting the subconscious program. To truly break free from the protective state, we must address the subconscious programs that keep us there. This involves identifying and changing the deep-seated beliefs and patterns that drive our fear and stress responses. One effective method for rewriting the subconscious program is through affirmations and positive self-talk. By repeatedly telling ourselves positive statements that reflect our desired state of being, we can begin to change our subconscious beliefs. For example, affirmations such as "I am safe, I trust the process of life, and I am open to abundance" can help shift our mindset from one of fear to one of trust and openness. A powerful way to shift from a protective state to a state of abundance is to embody our future self. This means living as if we are already the person we want to become. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our vision of our future self, we can create a new reality for ourselves. To embody your future self, try the following exercise. Visualization. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself as the person you want to become. Imagine how you would feel, think, and act in your ideal state of being. Affirmations. Use positive affirmations that reflect your future self. Repeat these affirmations daily to reinforce your new identity. Action. Take small steps each day that align with your vision of your future self. These actions can be simple, such as practicing self-care, setting goals, or engaging in activities that bring you joy. The power of community. Connecting with a supportive community can be incredibly powerful in helping us shift from a protective state to a state of abundance. Being part of a community that shares our values and goals provides a sense of belonging and safety that is essential for our well-being. Communities provide support, encouragement, and accountability, helping us stay on track with our intentions and practices. They also create a collective energy that can amplify our individual efforts, making it easier to achieve our goals and experience positive change. Understanding the protective state is the first step in moving beyond it and tuning into infinite abundance. By becoming aware of the ways in which fear and stress influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we can begin to make conscious choices that promote a state of openness, creativity, and well-being. Through practices such as mindfulness, meditation, positive visualization, emotional expression, and community support, we can shift from a state of survival to a state of survival to a state of thriving. By aligning our mind and heart, rewriting our subconscious programs, and embodying our future self, we can create a life of infinite abundance and joy. In our fast-paced, modern world, many of us live in a constant state of stress and anxiety, often without even realizing it. This state of heightened alertness, known as survival mode, is a deeply ingrained response that our bodies have developed over millennia to protect us from danger. However, while this response was once crucial for our ancestors' survival, it now often does more harm than good in our everyday lives. Breaking free from survival mode is essential for achieving true well-being and abundance. In this comprehensive guide, we will explore the nature of survival mode, its impact on our lives, and practical strategies to break free from it and embrace a state of thriving. Survival mode is rooted in our evolutionary past. Our ancestors lived in a world full of immediate, life-threatening dangers, such as predators and harsh environmental conditions. To survive, they developed a heightened state of alertness and a set of physiological responses known as the fight or flight response. This response, governed by the sympathetic nervous system, prepares the body to either fight the threat or flee from it by releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. In the contemporary world, the threats we face are mostly psychological and social rather than physical. Financial worries, job stress, relationship issues, and societal pressures have replaced the immediate dangers of our ancestors. Despite this shift, our bodies and minds still react as though these modern challenges are as immediate and life-threatening as those faced by our ancestors, keeping us in a constant state of survival mode. When we perceive a threat, our body responds with a series of physiological changes. The release of stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol increases heart rate, elevates blood pressure, and boosts energy supplies. These changes enable us to react quickly to danger, but when this response becomes chronic, it can lead to numerous health problems, including anxiety, depression, digestive issues, heart disease, and sleep disorders. Living in survival mode takes a significant toll on our mental and emotional well-being. In this state, our focus narrows and we become fixated on immediate concerns and potential threats. This limits our ability to think creatively, see the bigger picture, and access the parts of our brain responsible for higher order thinking, problem solving, and emotional regulation. As a result, we become reactive rather than proactive, making decisions based on fear and anxiety rather than our true desires and values. One reason survival mode is so pervasive is that it operates largely at a subconscious level. Many of the fears and anxieties that keep us in survival mode are deeply ingrained from past experiences, societal conditioning, and even ancestral trauma. We may not be fully aware of these underlying fears, but they influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, keeping us stuck in a cycle of stress and reactivity. Chronic fatigue, constantly feeling tired, even after a full night's sleep. Muscle tension, persistent tightness in muscles, especially in the neck, shoulders, and back. Digestive issues, problems such as indigestion, bloating, constipation, or diarrhea. Sleep disturbances, difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or experiencing restful sleep. Frequent illness, a weakened immune system leading to frequent colds, infections, or other illnesses. Anxiety and worry, persistent feelings of fear, worry, or unease. Irritability and anger, short temper, frequent frustration, or outbursts of anger. Depression and hopelessness, feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or a lack of interest in activities once enjoyed. Difficulty concentrating, trouble focusing, making decisions, or remembering things. Emotional numbness, feeling detached or disconnected from emotions or surroundings. Avoidance behaviors, avoiding situations, people, or activities that may trigger stress. Procrastination, delaying tasks or responsibilities due to feeling overwhelmed. Compulsive behaviors, engaging in repetitive behaviors such as overeating, substance abuse, or excessive screen time to cope with stress. Social withdrawal, isolating oneself from friends, family, or social activities. Negative thinking, persistent negative thoughts, self-criticism, or pessimism about the future. Catastrophizing, expecting the worst possible outcome in situations. Overgeneralization, viewing a single negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. Mind reading, assuming others are thinking negatively about you without any evidence. Survival mode can strain relationships with partners, family, friends, and colleagues. The constant stress and anxiety can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and emotional distance. When we are in survival mode, we may become more self-focused, less empathetic, and more reactive, making it difficult to maintain healthy and supportive relationships. Chronic stress and anxiety can impair our ability to focus, make decisions, and perform effectively at work. We may find ourselves procrastinating, making more mistakes, or feeling overwhelmed by even simple tasks. This can lead to decreased productivity, job dissatisfaction, and burnout. the long-term effects of living in survival mode can take a serious toll on our physical and mental health. Chronic stress is associated with a wide range of health issues, including cardiovascular disease, digestive problems, weakened immune function, and mental health disorders like anxiety and depression. Additionally, stress can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as overeating, substance abuse, or neglecting self-care. Survival mode limits our ability to pursue personal growth and fulfillment. When we are constantly focused on immediate threats and concerns, we have little energy or motivation to set and achieve long-term goals, explore new interests, or cultivate a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. This can lead to a sense of stagnation and unfulfillment. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, allowing us to identify when we are in survival mode and make conscious choices to shift our focus. Mindful breathing focus on your breath, observing each inhale and exhale without trying to change it. This simple practice can help calm the nervous system and bring you back to the present moment. Body scan meditation: slowly scan your body from head to toe, noticing any areas of tension or discomfort. This practice can help you become more aware of physical sensations and release tension. Mindful observation: take a few moments to observe your surroundings using all your senses. Notice the colors, sounds, smells, and textures around you. This practice can help ground you in the present moment and reduce stress. Visualization is a powerful tool for rewiring the brain and shifting our mindset from one of fear and stress to one of abundance and possibility. By regularly visualizing positive outcomes and experiences, we can train our brain to expect and create positive changes in our lives. Future self-visualization: spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself as the person you want to become. Imagine how you would feel, think, and act in your ideal state of being. Visualize yourself achieving your goals and living a fulfilling life. Gratitude visualization: visualize the things you are grateful for in your life. Imagine the feelings of gratitude and appreciation filling your body and mind. This practice can help shift your focus from what is wrong to what is right, promoting a sense of abundance. Success visualization: visualize yourself successfully completing tasks, overcoming challenges, and achieving your goals. Imagine the feelings of accomplishment and confidence that come with success. This practice can boost your motivation and self-belief. Positive emotions, such as gratitude, love, and joy, have the power to counteract the effects of stress and shift us out of survival mode. By intentionally cultivating positive emotions, we can create a more balanced and resilient state of being. Gratitude journaling: keep a journal where you regularly write down things you are grateful for. This practice can help shift your focus from negative to positive and promote a sense of abundance. Loving kindness meditation practice: sending love and kindness to yourself and others through meditation. This practice can help foster feelings of compassion, connection, and well-being. Engaging in joyful activities: make time for activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's a hobby, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying nature, engaging in positive activities can help lift your mood and reduce stress. Imagine a life where you feel deeply connected to yourself and others, where you are free to express your true emotions, and where your heart is a wellspring of joy and abundance. This is the power of an open heart. An open heart is not only the key to emotional freedom, but it is also a gateway to infinite possibilities and a richer, more fulfilling life. Opening the heart is a journey, a transformative process that involves letting go of old wounds, overcoming fears, and embracing vulnerability. It is about breaking down the walls that we have built to protect ourselves and allowing ourselves to be seen and loved for who we truly are. In this comprehensive guide, we will explore what it means to open the heart, the benefits of doing so, and the steps you can take to begin this powerful transformation. Drawing on teachings and practices, we will delve into the science and spirituality of the heart, providing you with practical tools and insights to help you on your journey. Many of us live in a protective state, where we are constantly scanning our environment for potential threats. This state of stress and survival keeps us closed off from our true selves and from others. We build walls around our hearts to protect ourselves from pain and disappointment, but these walls also prevent us from experiencing love, joy, and connection. Emotional armor is the set of defenses we develop to protect our hearts from hurt. This armor can take many forms, such as cynicism, detachment, or aggression. While it may provide a sense of safety, it also keeps us isolated and disconnected from our emotions and from those around us. A closed heart can lead to a range of physical, emotional, and relational problems. Physically, it can manifest as chronic stress, anxiety, or heart-related illnesses. Emotionally, it can result in feelings of loneliness, depression, and a lack of fulfillment. In relationships, a closed heart can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a sense of isolation from those we love. Heart-brain coherence refers to the harmonious alignment between the heart and brain. When we are in a state of coherence, our heart rhythms become more regular, and our brain waves synchronize with the heart's rhythms. This state of coherence has been shown to reduce stress, enhance emotional regulation, and improve overall well-being. The heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond our body. This field is not only a reflection of our emotional state, but it also influences the people around us. Positive emotions, such as love and gratitude, can amplify the heart's electromagnetic field, creating a ripple effect that enhances our connection with others. The heart is not just a pump, it is a complex organ with its own intrinsic nervous system. This heart-brain communicates with the brain and other parts of the body, playing a crucial role in regulating our emotions and physiological responses. By tuning into the intelligence of the heart, we can access deeper levels of wisdom and intuition. In many spiritual traditions, the heart is considered the center of love, compassion, and spiritual awakening. The heart chakra, located at the center of the chest, is associated with the color green and the element of air. It is the bridge between the lower physical chakras and the higher spiritual chakras, symbolizing the integration of body, mind, and spirit. The heart is often seen as a portal to the divine, a sacred space where we can connect with our higher self and the universal consciousness. By opening the heart, we can access deeper levels of spiritual insight and experience a sense of oneness with all of creation. There are many practices that can help us open the spiritual heart, such as meditation, prayer, and chanting. These practices can help us cultivate a sense of inner peace, compassion, and connection with the divine. By regularly engaging in these practices, we can strengthen our spiritual heart and deepen our connection with our true self. One of the biggest obstacles to opening the heart is the fear of vulnerability. Vulnerability involves exposing our true selves and risking rejection or hurt. However, it is also the key to authentic connection and emotional freedom. Embracing vulnerability means letting go of the need for perfection and allowing ourselves to be seen as we truly are. It involves acknowledging our fears and insecurities and having the courage to share them with others. By embracing vulnerability, we can create deeper and more meaningful connections with those around us. Self-compassion is essential for overcoming fear and vulnerability. It involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially in moments of difficulty. By practicing self-compassion, we can create a safe space within ourselves where we can explore our emotions and heal our wounds. Emotional wounds from past experiences can keep us stuck in a state of fear and prevent us from opening our hearts. These wounds can be the result of trauma, loss, or rejection, and they can create patterns of negative thinking and behavior that limit our potential for growth and connection. Healing past wounds involves acknowledging and processing our emotions, understanding the impact of our experiences, and letting go of old patterns that no longer serve us. This process can be challenging, but it is essential for opening the heart and moving forward with our lives. There are many techniques that can help us heal emotional wounds, such as therapy, journaling, and energy healing. These techniques can provide us with the tools and support we need to process our emotions and release the past. By engaging in these practices, we can create space for new experiences and opportunities for growth. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. It has the ability to heal, transform, and elevate our lives. By cultivating love in our hearts, we can create a sense of inner peace and joy that radiates out into the world. There are many practices that can help us cultivate love, such as gratitude, acts of kindness, and loving kindness meditation. These practices can help us shift our focus from fear and negativity to love and positivity, creating a more loving and compassionate state of being. Compassion is the recognition of the suffering of others and the desire to alleviate that suffering. By cultivating compassion, we can create deeper connections with others and contribute to the well-being of those around us. Compassion also helps us develop a greater sense of empathy and understanding, which are essential for opening the heart. Authentic connections are essential for our emotional and mental well-being. They provide us with a sense of belonging and support, and they help us feel understood and valued. By building authentic connections, we can create a network of relationships that nurture and sustain us. Creating authentic connections involves being open and honest with ourselves and others. It means showing up as our true selves and allowing others to do the same. This requires vulnerability, empathy, and active listening. By practicing these qualities, we can create deeper and more meaningful relationships. Effective communication is key to building authentic connections. It involves expressing our thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully, and listening to others with an open heart and mind. By improving our communication skills, we can enhance our relationships and create a more connected and supportive community. Living from the heart means aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our true values and desires. It involves making choices that are guided by love, compassion, and authenticity. By living from the heart, we can create a life that is in harmony with our true self and our highest potential. There are many practices that can help us live from the heart, such as mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection. These practices can help us stay connected to our true self and make choices that are aligned with our values and desires. By regularly engaging in these practices, we can create a more fulfilling and authentic life. Living from the heart has many benefits, including increased emotional well-being, improved relationships, and a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. By aligning our lives with our true values and desires, we can create a life that is rich with meaning and joy. The heart is the gateway to infinite abundance. When we open our hearts and live from a place of love and compassion, we align ourselves with the natural flow of abundance in the universe. This abundance is not just material wealth, but also includes love, joy, and fulfillment. Attracting abundance involves aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the frequency of abundance. This means letting go of scarcity thinking and embracing a mindset of abundance. By focusing on what we have and expressing gratitude, we can attract more abundance into our lives. Living an abundant life means embracing the fullness of life and allowing ourselves to experience joy, love, and fulfillment. It involves being open to receiving and giving, and recognizing that abundance is our natural state. By living from this place of abundance, we can create a life that is rich with possibilities and experiences. Meditation is a powerful tool for opening the heart. It helps us quiet the mind, connect with our inner self, and cultivate a sense of inner peace and love. There are many types of meditation that can help us open the heart, such as loving kindness meditation, heart coherence meditation, and gratitude meditation. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with curiosity and non-judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our thoughts and emotions and create a space for healing and transformation. Mindfulness can help us stay connected to our true self and make choices that are aligned with our values and desires. Gratitude is a powerful practice for opening the heart. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we can shift our focus from lack to abundance and create a sense of inner joy and fulfillment. Gratitude can also help us cultivate a positive mindset and attract more abundance into our lives. Journaling is a valuable tool for self-reflection and emotional healing. It allows us to explore our thoughts and emotions, gain insights into our experiences, and release old patterns that no longer serve us. By regularly journaling, we can create a deeper connection with our true self and support our journey to an open heart. Energy healing involves working with the body's energy system to promote healing and balance. Practices such as Reiki, acupuncture, and chakra balancing can help us release blocked energy and open the heart. These practices can provide us with the tools and support we need to heal our emotional wounds and create a more balanced and harmonious state of being. Opening the heart is a journey of self-discovery, healing, and transformation. It involves letting go of old patterns, overcoming fears, and embracing vulnerability. By opening our hearts, we can create deeper connections with ourselves and others, attract more abundance into our lives, and experience a greater sense of joy and fulfillment. The journey to an open heart is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It requires courage, commitment, and compassion. By taking small steps each day and practicing the tools and techniques outlined in this guide, we can move closer to a state of emotional freedom and infinite abundance. Remember, the power to open your heart lies within you. By tuning into the wisdom and intelligence of your heart, you can create a life that is rich with love, joy, and possibilities. Embrace the journey and let your heart lead the way. Most of us, about 70% of the time, live in a protective state. We're in survival mode, constantly scanning our environment for potential threats. This state of stress is so ingrained in our daily lives that we often don't even realize it's happening. We're conditioned to anticipate negative outcomes, to worry about what could go wrong, and to prepare for the worst. This constant state of alertness not only drains our energy, but also limits our potential to experience true abundance. To tune into infinite abundance, we need to break free from this survival mode. It starts with recognizing that this state of constant alertness is a program running in our subconscious. We have the power to change this program, to shift from a state of fear and stress to one of openness and creativity. Opening your heart is a crucial step in this transformation. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to express your emotions freely, and to connect with others on a deeper level, you begin to experience life differently. This emotional openness can lead to profound healing, both physically and mentally. I've seen people recover from severe health conditions by simply allowing themselves to feel and express their emotions. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, especially in environments where success and competition are highly valued, but the latest research shows that vulnerability is one of the top qualities of great leaders. When you embrace vulnerability, you break down the walls that have kept you in a state of survival. You begin to trust more, to open up more, and to experience the joy that comes from genuine connections. Reconnecting with your inner child is another powerful way to harness your vision. As children, we are naturally curious, imaginative, and free. We're not burdened by the fears and anxieties that come with adulthood. By tapping into this childlike state of wonder and curiosity, you can break free from the rigid patterns of survival and open yourself up to new possibilities. Creating new experiences is essential for breaking old patterns and tuning into abundance. When you step out of your comfort zone and try new things, you stimulate your brain and body in ways that promote growth and change. These new experiences can help you to shift your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right, from fear to excitement, and from survival to thriving. Our mind and heart play a crucial role in this transformation. The mind acts as a compass, directing our energy and focus, while the heart provides the emotional drive that powers our journey. When you align your thoughts with your emotions, you create a powerful coherence that can lead to profound changes in your reality. This alignment allows you to harness your vision and tune into the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. Healing often happens through connection. When you care for others, when you express gratitude, and when you engage in acts of kindness, you open your heart and create a positive energy that affects not only yourself but those around you. This collective energy can lead to a ripple effect, fostering a community of individuals who support and uplift each other. Let me share a story with you. There was a man in his late 60s with a severe heart condition. He couldn't take more than 40 steps without experiencing severe chest pain. Through a process of opening his heart and shifting his focus, he experienced a profound transformation. He began to walk long distances without pain, and his health improved dramatically. This was not just a physical change, but a transformation of his entire being. When he shared his story, it touched the hearts of many. It showed them that change is possible, that healing is within reach, and that abundance is not just a concept, but a reality that we can all experience. When we come together as a community, sharing our experiences and supporting each other, we create a powerful collective consciousness. This collective energy amplifies our individual efforts and creates a field of possibility that can lead to even greater transformations. It's like breaking the 4-minute mile. Once one person does it, it opens the door for others to believe and achieve it as well. So how do you harness your vision and tune into infinite abundance? Here are some practical steps. Mindfulness and meditation. Practice mindfulness and meditation to calm your mind and connect with your inner self. This helps you to become aware of the subconscious programs running your life and to start changing them. Visualization. Spend time visualizing your future self. Imagine the life you want to create and feel the emotions associated with it. This helps to align your thoughts and emotions, creating a powerful coherence. Gratitude. Practice gratitude daily. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and express gratitude for them. This shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. Acts of kindness. Engage in acts of kindness and compassion. This opens your heart and creates a positive energy that affects not only yourself but those around you. Connect with others. Build connections with others who support and uplift you. Share your experiences and learn from theirs. This creates a supportive community that amplifies your efforts. Embracing this journey towards abundance requires patience and persistence. It's about making small, consistent changes that lead to profound transformations over time. It's about trusting the process and believing in your ability to create the life you desire. As you move forward, remember that abundance is your natural state. It's not something you have to strive for or achieve. It's something you tune into by aligning your mind and heart, by breaking free from old patterns, and by embracing new possibilities. Trust in your vision. Open your heart and let the infinite abundance of life flow through you. In a world that often celebrates strength, independence, and perfection, vulnerability is often misunderstood and undervalued. Many of us are taught from a young age to hide our vulnerabilities, to put on a brave face and soldier through life's challenges without showing any signs of weakness. However, what if vulnerability is not a weakness, but a profound source of strength and connection? Brené Brown, a renowned researcher and author, has extensively studied vulnerability and its impact on our lives. She defines vulnerability as uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. It is the feeling we get when we step outside our comfort zone, share our true feelings, or take a leap of faith into the unknown. While vulnerability can be scary and uncomfortable, it is also the birthplace of courage, creativity, and meaningful human connection. In this exploration of vulnerability, we will delve into its true nature, its benefits, and practical ways to embrace vulnerability in our lives. Through stories, research insights, and actionable strategies, we will uncover how vulnerability can transform our relationships, enhance our personal growth, and lead us to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in reality it is the courage to show up and be seen when there are no guarantees. It involves embracing uncertainty, risking emotional exposure, and acknowledging our imperfections. Vulnerability is essential for genuine connection, creativity, and personal growth. The paradox of vulnerability lies in its ability to simultaneously expose us to potential pain and open us up to profound joy and connection. It requires us to let go of our defenses and allow ourselves to be fully seen and known, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky. In many cultures and societies, vulnerability is often viewed as a sign of weakness or inadequacy. We are conditioned to value strength, stoicism, and self-sufficiency, which can make it challenging to embrace vulnerability authentically. However, shifting our perspective on vulnerability can lead to profound personal and interpersonal growth. One of the most powerful benefits of embracing vulnerability is the ability to form authentic connections with others. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite others to do the same. This creates a space for genuine empathy, understanding, and intimacy in our relationships. Contrary to popular belief, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but of emotional strength. It requires courage to face our fears, express our emotions, and take risks despite uncertainty. This courage builds resilience and empowers us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. Vulnerability is also essential for personal growth and creativity. When we embrace vulnerability, we open ourselves up to new experiences, ideas, and opportunities for learning and innovation. It allows us to break free from limiting beliefs and explore our full potential. Fear is a natural response to vulnerability because it involves stepping into the unknown and risking rejection or failure. To overcome the fear of vulnerability, it is important to identify our specific fear triggers and understand the underlying beliefs that drive them. Self-compassion is crucial for overcoming the fear of vulnerability. It involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially in moments of discomfort or self-doubt. By practicing self-compassion, we can create a safe internal environment that supports us in embracing vulnerability authentically. Trust is essential for cultivating vulnerability in relationships. It involves establishing a sense of safety and mutual respect with others, so we feel comfortable sharing our true thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Building trust requires honesty, integrity, and consistency in our words and actions. Mindfulness and self-awareness are foundational practices for embracing vulnerability. They involve paying attention to our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we can become more aware of our fear triggers and develop greater emotional resilience. Journaling and reflection are powerful tools for exploring vulnerability and understanding our inner world. Writing about our thoughts, feelings, and experiences can help us process emotions, gain insights into our patterns of behavior, and identify areas where we may be holding back due to fear. Seeking support from trusted friends, family members, or a therapist can provide us with the encouragement and validation we need to embrace vulnerability. Talking openly about our fears and insecurities with others can help us feel less alone and more empowered to take courageous steps toward authenticity. This effective communication is essential for navigating vulnerability in relationships. It involves expressing our thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and honestly, while also listening to and respecting the perspectives of others. By practicing transparent communication, we can build trust and deepen emotional intimacy. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial for navigating vulnerability in relationships. It involves identifying our limits and communicating them assertively to others. Setting boundaries allows us to protect our emotional well-being while still remaining open and authentic in our interactions. Forgiveness and acceptance are key aspects of navigating vulnerability in relationships. They involve letting go of resentment, judgment, and unrealistic expectations of ourselves and others. By practicing forgiveness and acceptance, we can create a space for healing, growth, and deeper connection. Authentic leadership requires embracing vulnerability and leading with courage, compassion, and integrity. It involves being open to feedback, admitting mistakes, and showing empathy toward others. Authentic leaders inspire trust and create a positive work environment where team members feel valued and supported. Vulnerability is also essential for creativity and innovation. It involves taking creative risks, exploring new ideas, and embracing the possibility of failure. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable in our creative pursuits, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and breakthroughs that can propel us forward in our personal and professional lives. Cultivating resilience through vulnerability involves shifting our mindset from fear to courage, from self-doubt to self-compassion. It requires us to embrace discomfort as a catalyst for growth and to view challenges as opportunities for learning and development. Setbacks and failures are inevitable in life, but they can also be valuable learning experiences. By embracing vulnerability, we can approach setbacks with curiosity and resilience rather than fear and avoidance. This mindset shift allows us to bounce back stronger and more resilient than before. Practicing gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate resilience through vulnerability. It involves focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, even in the face of adversity. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, we can build emotional resilience and strengthen our ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and optimism. Embracing vulnerability is not easy, but it is a transformative journey that leads to greater authenticity, connection, and personal growth. By facing our fears, embracing uncertainty, and allowing ourselves to be seen and known, we can cultivate deeper relationships, foster creativity, and live more fulfilling lives. As Brené Brown eloquently puts it, vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. It is about stepping into our power, embracing our imperfections, and living wholeheartedly. May this exploration of vulnerability inspire you to embrace your own journey of authenticity and connection, and may you discover the profound strength and beauty that lies within vulnerability itself.